start this the same way that I started the last, and I'm gonna explain what a true circle is. So a true circle is a old Native American kind of spiritual circle where people, Native Americans and people of old tribes, they would sit around in a circle, and pretty much before night over a fire, it would be like a healing circle, and they would go around and they talk about things. Different members of the tribes in different areas would talk about different concerns, everything like that, and it pretty much gave people an opportunity to be real with each other. And I don't think that's something we really see in today's society. Not a lot of people are really addressing, male vulnerability and being able to, express emotions and things like that. So I want to provide a space for that. I'm gonna be calling up quite a bit of you guys. I'm gonna be keeping it down. I'm gonna try to make it quick for each person. I mean, we have 200 fucking 50 people in here right now, so we're not gonna take too long. But but yeah, we're gonna share stories. We're gonna share lessons we've learned, and I'm gonna challenge you guys to be a little bit deeper than just saying, "Oh, I learned to not give a fuck what other people think." I'm gonna fucking challenge people to really like think and try to contribute something that we really haven't heard before. And I've been writing things down this week, stuff that I want to bring to the table and I want to talk to you guys about, and stuff that I see applicable in my life, because that's a big thing. A lot of these lectures that I've been attending, like, I'm not throwing shade at anyone, but it's hard. Like, a lot of you guys are in high school, man. Like, you guys aren't really going through too much. Like, you're growing up, I get it. Like, you're trying to fit in, do all this shit, but like, life hasn't really hit you in the head yet. So, yeah, we're gonna start. Um, I'm fucking grateful, you guys. So I'm gonna get someone up here first, and I want them to just share briefly what their story is and any lessons that they've learned. And just try to really think about this, and don't just say something generic or basic. Like we've heard it a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna get Colton in here. Get up here, bro. Get up here. I think he's gonna join. I mean, he raised his hand. Can I like move him to? Dude, I haven't done this in a minute. I guess Colton isn't speaking right now. Um, who wants to talk? Invite my ass up. Yeah, we'll do victory. Gotta find him. Gotta find him.
So yeah,
Oh,
since I have like
there's
an
a.
event, I have an event organizer, so I can just like hop on.
All
So
right, bet.
yeah.
That makes it easy.
Um. So I don't even know how to start with this. I guess we just like share what are like.
Yeah, yeah. Just try to keep it down to like 5 minutes or
Yeah,
so.
that's easy. Yeah,
Like, briefly, just give an overview of like why you're here, why you're
yeah.
on a self improvement server, and what the value is behind it, and what you've learned through just life so far, and the main lessons, and like what's something valuable you can share with the rest of us.
All right. Yeah. So I guess I can just start off by saying that I like grew up like grown up in Dublin, Ireland, in a pretty like I guess um degenerate orientated like community where it's like commonplace to do like drugs and drink from a young age and shit. Like it was hard for me to get on my game when it came to wanting to become a really high level athlete. So there's a lot of bad influences, and it was just like a everyday struggle not to go down that path, not to indulge in let's just say like weed, let's say drinks, all that bad stuff, like just addict like casual sex life as well. It was just like all over the place, and that was like a massive temptation for me. But like I grew up, I didn't like start taking part in like self improvement like online communities until like 2 years ago. So I pretty much still had the mindset like my parents raised me well. They taught me like the value of like eating healthy, keeping fit. I was like put into a lot of like sports clubs from a young age. So I just had like that I wanted to keep myself healthy. But like I didn't really have like a good aim till I found athletics, track and field. So I started to stick with that. And even then, like the distractions were still around. The pressure was still there from academics. Like I wanted to, my parents wanted me to go to university and stuff, but like I really didn't know what to do with my life at like let's say 15, 14, like around that age. But I eventually decided that I'm just gonna like continue to to settle with academics. I chose to do computer science, and like I'm in university in England right now, so like I can say it worked out. And last summer, just finding the this community has helped to change my life for like the better, because it just like gives me constant access to a community of like-minded individuals who are all like focused on improving themselves. Because before then it was just like me and a few friends like who were like doing sports and stuff, but like you could tell they weren't like all about the the healthy self improvement like lifestyle, the grind and all of that. They were just like pretty complacent and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like I just needed a lot more, or a community, which is this one, that's just like serious about taking things to the next level and building upon good habits such as reading, meditation, journaling. All of those things have become like a part of my daily routine, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for meeting a lot of the lads in the server, you Myles, even from like the early, well, I say like early, but like around autumn of like the end of summer
Yeah.
to autumn of last year. It was just like a game changer, and like I'm grateful for you, Syntax, Warren, a lot of the other mods and Adonises. They it's just been very helpful, and it helped me because like I moved to a new country, like I moved to the UK, and like I didn't really know anybody at all. So like I just every single day just getting advice from the people here, it just helped a lot, and I'm very grateful for that. And hopefully I can build upon what I achieved last year, which was I made it to the Irish national championships for track and field, and I'm hoping to make my international debut this year. So that's the goal, and self improvement has definitely like just been beneficial towards achieving that goal.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to share? Any lessons you want to you
Oh,
really want
oh
to?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Wait, wait, wait.
I'll say this from like a lot of people who are like in high school and stuff, and they're constantly being bombarded by the pressures of everyday life, and just like the burdens from their parents and other people, peer pressure, just all sorts of pressure. Like you have to realize that a lot of people like it's easy to say the self improvement cliche, which is just like get your purpose, find your purpose and stuff. But like if there's a mistake like I regret when I was younger, it was just not taking advantage of a lot of the things I had access to. It was I didn't like try a lot of different things. I was lazy in a sense. Like my mom done a lot for me. Like I tried all sorts of sports. Like I said, like I tried soccer. I tried even dancing, to swimming and all sorts of things. But like I was just like not taking it seriously. But if you have the access and the opportunity to try out all different types of things, just do it. It'll improve you all of your fundamentals, like just like social skills, physical health, everything. It'll just boost your mental health as well. It's just to try things, put yourself out there, and just be willing to experience new things, and don't be afraid to try different things, and don't fold when it comes to the pressures of everyday life. Failing an exam isn't the end of the world. Um, Meeting up to your parents' high expectations if they have them, it's like if you don't meet them, it's not the end of the world. Just try to do what you want to do, and keep keep. Oh, I don't even. I forgot what I was gonna say, but you get the point. Like just keep your dreams close to your heart and keep grinding. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dude, you're a real one.
Yeah.
I
Thanks.
remember, dude, you've been around since really I've been here, so
Yeah.
fucking appreciate you, man. Keep blessing everyone with some dope lectures, and thanks for coming up, dude.
Thank you, bro.
Of course. All right, I'm gonna since we have 200 people in here, I'm gonna fucking share mine real quick, and I don't want to take up too much time because I want to give everyone the opportunity to talk. But man, where do I even begin? Like my life so far has been like I'd say unconventional. Like everyone's life is unconventional. Everyone has a crazy life. Everyone goes through their own shit. And I don't want to compare my life to others and be like, "Oh, my life is crazy." But you know, I have learned a lot, and who I am today is very different than who I was, say, 5 years ago. Um, I'm 20. I'm in college right now. I go to Marist College. So if any of you guys want to show up and fucking, I don't know, swap me, can do it. um, I I'm a psychology major. I'm a philosophy minor. And yeah, I just enrolled in this school pretty much last minute over the summer. Out of nowhere, I was like, fuck it, I want to go back to school. I was on self improvement, pretty much on the server 24/7 for a few months, because that was my purpose at the time. My purpose was self improvement, my purpose was to better myself. Um, not too long ago, I was pretty overweight. I was I had 210 pounds, pure fat, depressed as fuck. I wasn't grooming, wasn't doing anything. Um, yeah, I was at a low point, and I got kicked out of my old school. Um, and during that summer, between after I got let go of the other school, I asked myself, am I going to be able to move forward and live like this? And my answer was no. Like I knew that I was digging myself a deep fucking hole every day by binge eating, by watching porn all the fucking time, by just consuming things that would distract me from the reality. I was brainwashing myself into thinking I was fine by comparing myself to people that were worse off. And it was, I mean, you guys know what it's about. I mean, you're in self improvement. You guys have your stories. I was in the hole, and I was deep in the hole. I, for you guys that know, I lost like around 50 pounds, put on some muscle. I'm nowhere near where I want to be right now, but I'm proud of the work that I've put in and the results I've seen so far. Now, fast forward to where I am now. I'm gonna be real with you guys. If you're on self improvement and you're going to school, there's a huge disconnect. This goes into the lessons that I want to really share with you guys. It is so hard to find people that are genuinely on self improvement in college or like even in high school. But college, dude, this shit is fucking hard. I about 3 4 months ago, I started my first year here, and I expected that there would be many like-minded individuals that would want to, pursue a healthy life, a life of just learning and leveling themselves up and everything. But I was wrong, and I was manipulated into thinking that there were people like that. Um, I was in a room with like five people. They're cool dudes, but they were I don't know how to say it, they were degenerates. Like they would preach one thing, do the other, and it was too toxic for me. Um, so about a month ago, I switched rooms. There was like a whole falling out. I don't need to get into that. But I now have a single and I'm focusing on my goals. But man, like I want you guys to know that like it is okay to struggle. Like right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still struggling. I haven't really found people that are on this level. Girls, that's a different story. Um, Girls are aplenty. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I'm not gonna like flex on you guys or anything, but like college is college. Like everyone's figuring out like sexuality and they're being more free. So I'm lucky with that. But when it comes to people that actually like genuinely mean something in your life, it's been hard. And I really made this lecture for two reasons: to help you guys and tell you guys that there's hope, even when you feel like people aren't listening and people aren't as enlightened as you guys are. They aren't taking the red pill. They don't realize how much better life is when you take the red pill and when you live truly for yourself. And I'm also doing this lecture for me. I'm doing this lecture to push myself actively out of, a small rut I'm in. I'm still going to the gym, still doing the shit I need to do, but my mind is not the best it has been. And I hope this really helps with that. And I think it will. Um, so yeah, that's that. Getting more into lessons that I've learned. So I just said like it's gonna be hard to find people who are into self improvement and into actually bettering their lives. They're what you have to understand. There will always be people who say that. There will always be people who say, you know what, I'm into self improvement. I do all this shit for myself, but they don't actually do it. And there's a huge disconnect between the people that do it and just want the validation. And they're like, oh, like wow, this guy is actually improving his life, and that's the only reason they're doing it, so they can be validated, so they can seek those rewards, those social rewards, against the people who genuinely put their fucking head down and just work, just to look at themselves in the mirror and be proud of who they're becoming. So yeah, don't beat yourself up if you can't find people that are not on your level. Um, Love. That's something I've been learning a lot about. I've hooked up with a lot of people here, and it's gone one of two ways. Either like you guys are gonna get older, you're gonna go hook up with people or whatever. A lot of you guys are probably older than me. You know it's about. A lot of girls are either they can handle it and they can be like, okay, like you can have casual sexual relationships with someone and that can be fine, or emotions start to get involved and real shit comes up. And I've been in that situation about two times this year, and I've learned a lot from it. um I could talk on and on about like how it affected the girls or whatever, but like I don't that doesn't matter. Like they're gonna live, like we're all young, they're gonna learn. But I want to tell you guys how it affects me. And I think it's kind of ironic because I just saw a video by Hamza. He just released a video on this. I want to reiterate some of it, especially through like my lens, because like it is so applicable in my life. I didn't realize that every time I slept with a girl, it was more than a physical attraction. Like I'm in a state where I'm lonely because I'm 20 and I'm on self-improvement and I can see the world for what it truly is. You could put me in a room with 50 fucking people and say they're my friends and I'll still feel lonely. You know why? Because while they might be my friend, while we might laugh together, while we might do shit together, they're not giving me the intellectual needs. They're not, like they're not inspiring me to change. It's like they're not out on a quest for themselves, setting goals for themselves. So any physical, like any like when a girl would look at me in a bar or a club, I would just go with them, hook up with them, and that's that. But every single time, and this is going even further into what the video like really is talking about. Every single time I'd hook up with these girls, the next day, whether or not they're in the bed with me when we wake up or not, they usually aren't. A part of me feels lost, and a part of me craves that just intimate connection. I can't stress this enough. A lot of you guys are on self improvement to find girls. I know that. Don't lie. That is 100% the truth. Don't lie to yourselves. Don't lie to anyone in here. You're on self improvement to impress girls because you want to fuck or you want a girlfriend. And I don't blame you. I really don't. I'm not saying that's stupid. But just know, and this is something I wish I knew, that to find something real already at a young age is near impossible. But to find something real at a young age with the mindsets that we have, all 220 of us, that is even harder. So if I could tell myself one thing 3 months, 4 months ago, it's to be easier on myself. It's to not expect so much. Not expect that now that I have these tools to, Be charming. I have bigger muscles. While I might get the girl for a night, or even get them to be my girlfriend, it isn't it isn't a walk in the park. After that, we're still so young, and so many things are gonna change. That's my second lesson. My third lesson is get comfortable with being alone. So like that kind of goes on the one before. Like that's a big one. Like get the fuck comfortable being alone. And I don't mean like alone in a room. Like you can be in your room at night reading or watching fucking TV. I'm saying get comfortable being alone in your mind. Cause that's where like men really differentiate themselves from boys. If you can address the demons in your mind, and I have so fucking many. I have anxiety, depression. I have all of it. But if you can address those demons in your mind, recognize that they're irrational, and even go a step further and correct them, the world is your fucking playground. The only what I found the only person in my life right now that is giving me anxiety and is bullying myself in a sense. I don't know if bullying is the best word, but the only critic is myself. While there may be other critics in my life that are either jealous of me or just flat out just shitty people right now in their lives, I don't care about them, and you guys shouldn't either. And you guys, I know for a fact you guys will get there. That's what self improvement really helps you with just not giving a fuck what other people think. But in the end, you're gonna care what you think, and you keep rehearsing these negative thought patterns in your mind. It gets really toxic, really fucking toxic. You start to believe this shit. So something that really helps is getting comfortable being alone, forcing yourself to have those inner dialogues within, and journaling about it. You can do that afterwards, but really, really just addressing those thoughts in your mind because we all have them. So those are three. I'm gonna think about more while I invite people up, but but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I don't want to too deep into like before the summer story because I shared that in my last lecture, and like that's just a whole. That's gonna take a minute, bro. Like that's like serious shit, and I don't. I maybe at the end, but I don't know. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna invite some people up here. Colton, get in here.
Hello.
Yo, yo,
What's up?
yo, yo.
Why talk to me so long, dude? I'm missing you.
It's been a minute.
Fucking college. Crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Shit, dude. That's gonna be hard. True
So
circle.
yeah,
True
dude.
circle.
Share some truths. Let's
All
hear
right.
it.
What do you mean? Do you want me to say like a story, like my
Nah,
story or something?
dude,
Or
speak from the heart. Speak about whatever the fuck you
speak
want
from
to
the
talk
heart.
about. But
All right.
make
Well,
sure, like, this is a space where you can be vulnerable and you can, share that if you're struggling with something, share about it. And share the shit you've learned. Share, like, anything.
ooh,
I
shit. All right. Well, um, I saw the other day that Hamza had asked a question in the Adonis chat, right? He asked, "What is the most important lesson for young men starting their self-improvement journey?" or something along the lines of that. And what instantly came to mind was, for me, boom, mental health. Mental health is like just it's supreme, man. You can have the
Yeah,
body, you can have the looks, you can be as attractive as you want, you can get all the girls, but
yeah,
if deep down you're dying inside and you're not fulfilled with yourself and you're not fulfilled like emotionally and mentally, you're gonna suffer. Like, whew, it's I would say out of everything you can do with your self improvement, mental health would be like the number one. Like everything falls into line when you focus on that. Like you can't go and start to try to develop these new habits if you know you fucking hate yourself and everything
Yeah.
about everything. Like,
Yeah.
have you trying to eat healthy or stay consistent at working out or, you know, try to talk to new people, it all falls into line. Fuck man. But yeah, just wanted to say that one bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
dude.
okay. I got another thing. I'll let you. Never mind. You talk.
No, no, no.
What were you saying?
Go.
I wanted you to talk on that before I start another subject.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you're fucking right. I mean, dude, mental health is it's so overlooked, and man, it's so overlooked. And I bet half the people in this chat right now are like, "Oh, mental health, like you're strong. You can get through all this shit by yourself. You just need to work out and do all this shit." No, it's not like
No,
that.
dude, not at
It's
all,
it,
bro.
it's dude. Depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. You have to re fucking train your brain to to attack these negative thoughts and correct them. It's mental warfare. It's the same thing as going to the gym and lifting fucking weights. You're just lifting them in your mind. You're doing fucking reps every time you correct a negative thought. You're doing reps when you take a fucking post-it, put it on your wall, wake up every day and rehearse what you fucking wrote the night before. That's the real work. That's the shit that'll make you be able to go to the gym and crank out high reps and fucking run a marathon and do all this shit. Those are the muscles you gotta start to flex, because that is where the most value is in your life, because that's the fundamental. That's everything else seeps into that. Whether it's working out, sleeping, getting girls, everything falls back to your mind and what your mindset is and where your mental health is at. So I 100% agree with what Colton said.
You're not gonna you're not gonna be happy as soon as you get your goal physique. Like, at least for me, I think the bigger and better, quote unquote, that I get, the worse I honestly feel, man. And I think it's just a mental block that I have to really sit down and understand. I don't I don't really know how to deal with that yet, but I'm
You're
working on.
learning, man. You're learning,
Yeah,
and the best way to do so is to fail and learn
yeah,
from it, not just go back into other fucking shitty habits. The best thing you can do is break down, like genuinely have a breakdown, and not resort for other people to make you feel better. Except try to be alone and try to take a step back and meditate in a way on why you're feeling a certain way, why you're feeling so shitty. And if you can do that, and it's very subjective to each person, if you can do that, it's a superpower. You can do whatever you
yeah,
want.
for sure, man. God
Yeah,
damn,
man.
this whole truth circle thing has got me thinking, bro.
Yeah, dude, this is what this
Fuck.
is, bro. Like, I want to be as real as possible, and I don't want to like come off in a way where it seems like I know everything. Because like the reality is, everyone who comes up here and presents and lectures, we know a bit. We have a rank. It says I'm a moderator. It says other people are Adonises, and some people are disciples. Okay, I have an orange name tag. That shit doesn't fucking matter. I don't know more than probably half of you guys in here. You guys all have a lot to say, so I want to learn from you guys too.
Sure, man. Yeah, but I feel like whenever I got the notification that this truth circle was happening, the first thing that came to my mind, at least, was like when I was younger, man. I don't know if anybody else is going through this, at least, but um, I'm not saying my parents are bad. My parents are wonderful, amazing people, but I'd say that my dad, he was, always working, so I never really grew up with that masculine figure in my life, and I feel like a lot of people have the same issue. Like, I mean, dude, I basically you know, taught myself how to shave, do all other
Yeah,
shit, dude, because I never really had that connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really 2 hours until you're about to go to bed, and then they go to work the next morning, and you don't see them for the entire day or even a couple days.
Yeah, man. I 100% agree, bro. But listen, the shit that you went through, it's reflected based on who you are today. And without those
Yeah,
shitty experiences, without those learning moments, you wouldn't be here right now. So,
I just think it's really hard to try to, to teach yourself essentially without any outward help how to be a man and what it is to be a man. And it's
that's,
something I'm struggling with
well, lucky to you,
quite a
bro.
bit.
Lucky to you, there's no answer to that question. It's whatever you want it to be. You can be the manliest motherfucker and, you know, do some. I wish I had a fucking. I have hand quotes up right now. Do some like girly stuff. Like it doesn't really
Yeah,
fucking matter. You can do whatever the fuck you want in this life,
I think
and you
it's
can.
just being that a strong, supportive character
Yeah,
to the people around you and being
yeah,
that, good
yeah,
inspiration to be better. Really hard,
and it takes time, bro.
really hard maintaining that, bro.
Dude, it fucking takes time. It takes time, and we're all young, bro. We're all so fucking young. In my opinion, if you're under 40, you're a kid still. You're still learning. like, like,
Yeah, dude.
who
I
am I
think
to?
about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're still a kid, bro. Like life hits you in the face at the most random times, and it's how you respond to that with what makes you a man or still a kid.
Just wanted to say I'm very grateful for this, dude. Like it's
Of course,
whenever you're in your head and you don't really have anyone to talk to,
of
it's
course, of course,
it's really
dude. Like,
easy to make up these
of
scenarios
course,
and
of
what you
course.
think you should be so often.
Yeah,
See,
man.
I'm man, dude. I'm only 17. I'm thinking about being that that strong
Yeah,
masculine
dude.
figure.
That says a lot about you.
Shit, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck,
bro.
man. But to answer your question, Jonathan, dude, what'd you say? How did you create your own masculine figure? Reading books, journaling? Thing is, I haven't made my masculine figure, to be honest, dude. Are you talking about just how did I teach myself how to, or how it's? I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to
Yeah,
teach myself how to be that strong figure that can inspire, help other people out. Shit's hard though, man. Especially when you have limiting beliefs that are popping up in your mind every second. See, I think I've came a far way ever since I started my self improvement, and shit, man.
yeah, bro.
But I somewhat still see myself as that really insecure, weak kid that started it. I don't know. What do
It's
you have to
not
say
as
about
black.
that, man? How,
It's not as black and white, bro.
how do
It's
you
not black and
really,
white.
yeah, I mean, doesn't matter how hard I try in the gym or how big I get, still look at myself as that. Or like even in social interaction, I've gotten better at it, but deep down I still I guess get those fucking memories of being kind of left out
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. I want to touch on that actually and bring up another point that is rooted in that because I also look in the mirror and I'm like I'm not happy with where I am physically with where I am mentally, um, and what a lot of that stems from, and this is useful for fucking everyone here. This is something that you should take away from this if you haven't heard. Stop fucking comparing yourself to others. Like you have to realize that everything is amplified. Our problems, the way we perceive ourselves, everything is put on a fucking pedestal because we compare ourselves constantly to others. Whether that's walking outside and seeing a classmate that has slightly bigger abs than you, or going on social media and scrolling for a second, we are constantly comparing ourselves to others. And every time we do that, we become a little less happy with ourselves. And we forget about the progress we made the day before. You know what you should be comparing yourself to? Yourself from yesterday. Yourself from a week ago. Yourself from a month ago. From a year ago. I forget this
Yeah.
shit all the fucking time, and I need someone to keep reminding me this, and I need to keep saying this so it will get engraved in my brain. As long as you're 1% better than you were, I'd say it doesn't even matter the number of percent. As long as you were better than who you were yesterday, that's all that matters.
It really makes me think that social media is probably the root of 90% of the problems in the youth right now,
Yeah,
especially with
100%.
with um with just comparing yourself to others, like,
Yeah, dude, just
or
social media is
even,
fucked.
dude, even with like older grown-ups. I mean, you can see a lot of parents using their kids almost as like a bragging right, like, oh
Dude,
yeah, my kid has better grades than yours, or oh yeah, he's a champion or something. I don't fucking know. Everyone just wants to be validated.
yeah, I mean, it just comes down to external validation, and it comes down to, like we're in a society where entrepreneurs and people at the top are doing whatever they can do to make lives the easiest and the most unconscious for us. And emphasis on the unconscious. We're going to, like, at this rate, we're going to live in a world where we can do everything at our fingertips. We're going to live in the fucking metaverse. You guys know what that is. Like the
That's
Mark
scary to me,
Zuckerberg,
man.
yeah, the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world, they're it looks like they're just making a company or trying to make money. Nah, dude, they're imprisoning us. They're literally imprisoning us. So if you're conscious about that, if you are, you can break out. And what I mean
Yeah,
by conscious, I don't mean by like still going on social media and being like, like maybe I shouldn't be doing with the in the back of your mind, because I'd say all of us know that. And if you don't know that, if you don't know that every time you scroll on Instagram and hyperfixate on either someone you look up to, their physique, or a girl, if you can't recognize that that is toxic for your brain, then you should really
yeah.
reconsider your self improvement journey. But what I mean is, to break out, you have to recognize that and you have to act on it. You have to fight off the urges. You have to get off of
You
social
know,
media, not
now
because
that you've said that, Miles, I'm sorry, my bad.
you want to get off of social media, not because you can check the box the next day and be like, "Yo, this is another day. I'm off I'm off social media," or because like I bet you feel some sort of way for the validation you get from a habit tracker or whatever. That's a different thing. But you wanna be off of social media for all the reasons I just mentioned. And if you can grasp that, and I'm still grasping that. Like I think deep down I'm aware of how shitty social media is, but like I still have like four Instagram stories from today. Like I'm a fucking hypocrite. like I'm talking about like, oh, Instagram is bad posting. The world has made it so hard for us to quit. And I'm every day I'm seeing the truths from social media, the negative bullshit, and I hope that one day I can log off. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel you, man. But to continue on to that point, um, I just really stopped and thought about this whenever I was limiting my social media use completely. Basically, I was using maybe like 15 minutes of Instagram, and I had completely deleted TikTok and was only texting people that I knew on messaging, like Messenger, or not Messenger, but my messages. I was so much happier with the way I looked, man. Like, at least physique wise. And I can openly admit it now that I'm definitely addicted to social media much more than I was. And it's had such a huge toll on my mental and emotional health. At least, you know, just
yeah,
comparing myself to other people wise.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're on TikTok, right, and your For You page is full of kids that are your age that are like genetic marvels, or they're on steroids, and you're comparing yourself to them, you're obviously not going to be as big as them. They've probably been working out longer. They have the steroids. I mean, shit, dude. It starts to get into your head. You start to think to yourself that that's the normal. Like, I really had to stop and think about that not everyone looks like this,
Yeah.
and especially in America. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, social media. I want to
No, dude.
reiterate that point. Social media is probably 90% of your problem right now if you're young, and you have lots of issues with your mental and emotional health.
100% agree. All right, man. I
Uh,
appreciate you coming up here, though.
yeah, man, it's great talking to you.
Yeah, dude.
Love to see you back on the server, man. Of
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
course, man.
All
All
right.
right, you guys all have a good day. Stay
Hell yeah.
consistent.
All right. Tim, is that who we want up there? Up here? Tim? Someone said Tim. All right, we're going to get Tim up here. Is it Tim Kim? Wow, that's not the right button. Tim Krim. Where? I'm going to invite him up. Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, Miles. Yeah, good seeing you. I don't want to take everybody's time up, so yeah, I'm just gonna start off. I'm 18 years old. I'm in the military. Wait, hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
Okay. It's fine. We'll show some love for fucking Colton, though. Because that was... He put us on some shit. So, yeah.
All right, but yeah, I'm 18. I'm in the military. I learned a lot of lessons through boot camp, and I just want to like talk through that real quick.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I'm in the Coast Guard, and that's the hardest shit I ever been through my entire life, and that's how I learned like most of the values that I got today. You know, hard work, discipline, all that. And you know, every day you wake up at 5:30 and your morning coffee is doing push-ups, you know, burpees and extreme exercises. And it helped shift my mindset a lot, especially because at all times you're gonna have to yell at all times. Like there's no point where you're not screaming. So yelling all the time, you know, being short of breath, it's a really hard and uncomfortable situation. But at the end of the day, if you're not dead and you're walking straight and tall and you keep on going, shit, nobody can fucking stop you, you know? And I learned one thing I learned at boot camp is that you got so much more within you. You got so much more within you. To everybody out there who's feeling down on themselves, who feels like giving up, don't ever fucking give up. If you don't give up, you keep pushing your goals, you keep staying consistent and hardworking, you're gonna make it at the end of the day. So that's the only thing I wanted to say. Myles, I appreciate you for having me on here.
Yeah, of
And,
course. Thanks for coming
and
up.
if anybody needs like any advice or whatever, you know, I'm gonna be, you know, pretty busy this next couple of days. So just shoot me a DM or add me, whatever y'all need to do. But anyways, thanks for having me on here, Myles. I'll talk to you.
Of course. Of
And
course.
one more thing, Syntax, thank you for promoting me. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm out. Thank you, Myles.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, I just demoted some fucker in the chat. He was spamming me. Don't spam me. Come on. Especially if you're a disciple. Don't spam me. Like, this is a respect thing. Like, you gotta, like, earn. Like, the ranks show the level of respect I really have for your voice in this. Like, I'm not gonna bring you up unless, I think, for right now, unless you're Adonis. That's what I'm trying. Or, like, if one of the Adonis fucking shows something, but. Yeah, man, like, don't spam me. Come on, you spam me like 10 times. Yeah, Jeffrey Antics. Okay, I'm gonna get some more people up in. Who wants to talk? Dude, is Jonah still in here? Jonah, can you talk? I want to hear from Jonah. I know he's in here, but my bad, G. I didn't know it was like that. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. My man lurking. Or Servan. Servan? I mean, we talked for a little bit. You wanna get in here? I think that's. Yeah, do you wanna get in here? Sure, bro. Alright, word. I don't know how to say your name. How do I say your name?
What's up, bro? It's pronounced Shravan. I know it's very hard to pronounce.
Shravan.
Yeah,
That's
Shravan.
right.
Yeah. What's going on, my
Shravan.
G?
What's up, man?
Oh, Miles. Let me just say this, man. I know you've probably heard this from everyone, but so glad to have you here again, man. It was good, son.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, man. So oh, here we go. Jeez, here the questions come firing. Okay, I'll get to that, but I want to say to you because this is your lecture, Miles. Truth Circle. After hearing Tim talk, like 100%, it just gave me the idea. It actually took me back to basic training. So every single day, you're getting absolutely chunked, man. Like the crack of dawn, you're just getting absolutely fragged, and you're going to sleep extremely late. One thing that I think can help with anyone that's going through a maybe like a mental crisis, because for me, I'm not sure if many people know, but like naturally, I'm actually quite prone to like depressive episodes, and that's just like just based off like my normal composition, right? And I think before I left, you mentioned something about how you just have to have a breakdown to just completely release it. Am I
Yeah.
correct in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, yeah, sometimes you just have to like really just release the like the anxiety, the pent up aggression, and just everything that's been
Yeah.
percolating and building up inside you. And when you're in a situation where you have no choice but to just push forward, where there's literally no going back, when you're faced with another obstacle like a mental obstacle, which is so huge. I mean, how many times has Hamza himself even said that unless you get your mental health in check first, don't even think about trying to achieve like anything else. Your greatest accomplishment and objective should be your mental ability. And and I couldn't agree I couldn't agree more, because in the military, that's one of the biggest things that gets tested. It's your mind. Your body will give out way before your mind does. And often I found that for me to sort of take myself to that position, I had to become like a different persona, right? For anyone who's have you read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins?
No, I've not. I don't read too much, but I'm starting to get on it.
Yeah, bro. I mean, even me, like I get it. I swear sometimes I feel like I've got ADHD because I just
Dude,
cannot
I
read.
feel that. Yeah, I just don't got time, bro. I'm studying
Yeah,
like too much.
100%. Like whether that's an excuse or not, it's
Yeah,
it's just like people just feel, you feel how you feel about something, right? But there's
yeah.
always a way around it.
No, you're right.
And like part of that is adopting like a different persona, right? So I'm talking to you right now as Shravan. When I'm in the zone, I'm SK. Like my YouTube channel is called SK Levels, and like that's my nickname for people. Well, anyone who knows me a little bit like that, they just say okay, he's SK now, because very similar to how David Goggins explains that what took him through buds especially when he had that broken leg, was, he was no longer David. He was no longer David Goggins. He became Goggins, right? Um, you just have to adopt this persona where you just say, fuck it. Everything besides my objective is noise. Cancel that out, and you have to really dial in on the thing that, you're focusing on right there and then in the moment. So, yeah, I just wanted to share, my 2 cents on mindset and, developing that mindset. Whatever it is you have to take yourself to that level, because if you if you crumble at the first sign of resistance, or if you can't like bring yourself over the most mundane tasks, you will, yeah, you'll give up every single time. And
Yeah.
that's, it doesn't make you superhuman. Most people tend to think that, oh yeah, this person's a complete like specimen, but the thing that makes you different from the rest is adopting, and like you have to dig deep, man. I'm not even gonna lie, like you have to dig so deep. um you have to admit that you're flawed. You have to admit that, you relapse. So for all our guys here who are like, oh, I'm on like day 43 on nofap, or oh, I was just about to complete my 70th day, I was on day 69 and the number triggered me and I ended up nutting. It's like, bro, you can't have that mentality. That mentality will fuck you up every single time. And the same goes for like, I'm guilty of this, I'm guilty of this, because after I gave that mindset lecture, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what, man, you haven't been like the most stellar example. And if I want to be someone who wants to become essentially like my own leader, I need to lead by example. And like, bro, I missed workouts, you know, I I relapsed, and I was just thinking, okay, what's going on here? You really have to. I had a word with myself about who am I? Like, how am I supposed to achieve this goal? And then I just took myself back to basic training, where it was just like, no, one foot in front of the other. Forget like Shravan
Wow.
can be the guy who stays with his family and talks to his friends, but when you're working, you're SK. There's no movement other than forward movement, and failure is not an option. You everyone has that within them. I can't say exactly how specifically other than what I did, but everybody here has that ability within them. You
Exactly.
can push yourself past that wall.
I agree. I agree. I appreciate you coming up here though, and
Yeah, that's it,
speaking
man.
the truths.
Thank you for having me on, man. I just wanted to jump in and just give my
Of
quick
course,
like 2 minutes, and
of
then
course,
that's it,
of
man.
course.
But this is an amazing lecture, bro. I can't wait to. Is it
Thank
gonna
you.
be on your channel?
I don't have a channel, bro.
Oh fuck! Yo, who's recording this shit? Somebody best be recording this. I want to see this in lecture details.
I'm not at the point where I can do that like a channel. There's nothing that can speak their truths that I'd like to that there would be more value from than, posting with me right now. Maybe in a few
Uh,
years, who knows?
I'll say this. I'll say this one last thing before I dip, okay? Because I'm detecting a bit of hesitation in your voice. Honestly, dude, like with
It's not
me right
hesitation.
now. Yeah. What's that?
It's not hesitation. It's just like I gotta remember when it comes to just stuff like that. Like there's so many people. If you get a moderator, you get Adonis in the server, you're expected to have a channel and you're expected to do all this shit. But in reality, like how old are you?
Oh,
Are
I'm
you
20. I'm 28, bro.
yeah, you're
So
28. So just
I'm like everyone's big brother here.
yeah, but still like 28, you're young, bro. Or like, I'm gonna give a controversial take. Like Hamza, still fucking young. I mean, there's a lot to
Yeah.
learn from him, and I get a lot of value out of learning from experiences. But man, like I think we all have to humble ourselves a little bit more and know that, well, at least where I'm at right now, I don't think there's anything different that I would say that Hamza isn't saying, or that someone else isn't. So once I through life, once life slaps me in the face and says, life slaps me in the face and I learn something from it, then I'll make a video. I'll make a channel. I don't know what the fuck I'll be on, but I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially this is what I'm doing, right? I'm I actually wanted to do the whole like self-improvement like vlogging thing before I even discovered Hamza, right? And then I
Yeah.
saw him and I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's doing exactly what I'm doing." I actually was on the brink of giving up on that passion because I thought, well, I'm boring. Who's gonna want to hear like what a 27-year-old like soldier's gone through? Because I was just another like number in the system, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you were present, but I actually had this discussion with Hamza, who was saying it doesn't matter about if you're doing the same content that he is, because we all have our own unique take on things,
Yeah.
and
I agree.
everybody will want to hear the story. So I mean, bro,
I agree.
everyone here
Me.
wants to hear your story, you
Oh,
know?
I agree. I'm humbled by that. I'm flattered, but still learning so much, and I still know that my words can lead people astray, and I want to make sure that when I do talk,
Yeah,
that I know what the fuck to say, and I speak from the heart and not just to get more clicks on my YouTube. So
that's a
that's
very
where I'm
yeah,
at right now.
that's fucking based, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, because I know there are tons of people who would just be like, yeah, preach a good game, but we all know what they're in there for, you know? Um, but fuck, man, that's really wise of you. All the more reason why you should make a YouTube channel
Maybe one day. Maybe one.
one day. I'll keep my eyes out, bro. But
Okay.
listen, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I respect your grind. I respect everything you're doing, man. You're a good kid. You know,
Thank you.
you got your shit straight, man. And I'm glad that you're back.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, man. Have a good one.
All right,
Um.
all right, boys. I'm out.
All right. All right. Let's get some
Peace.
more people in here. All right. Let's see who wants to talk. I'm gonna get a couple members in cult initiatives because I want to hear what they gotta say. So I'm gonna randomly. I don't get random. Who wants to talk? Senior Senor Sudi. Okay. Wait, isn't that no? That's a you're not a member. I'd like to get on Ubay. Yeah, Ubay can get on. I'm gonna invite him up. Okay, where is it? Give me a sec. I gotta navigate this shit. I'm not good at navigating the Discord.
Yo, can you hear me? Uh, Wait, is my audio working or?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, okay, sorry. Um, yeah, well, after hearing a lot of the people, I feel like my kind of experiences are inferior, I guess, but I
Ah,
just
no,
wanna,
they're not. Stop.
yeah, no,
Everyone has their
I
own
wanna,
fucking story.
yeah, so I wanna just explain kind of my story and the things that I've kind of, yeah, gone through. Essentially, I went through depression, severe depression, for around 2 years, and so I think that taught me a lot of things. Um, what I usually say, I actually made a video on this. I'm trying to make some self-improvement videos, but essentially, what my point in that video was that a person who kind of has a perfect life, they wouldn't need to change because, like, why would they? Like, the reason people change is because they need to adapt to a certain situation or a circumstance they're in. And so that's why they change. But if a person doesn't have a need to change, why would they? If they have everything they need right now, if they have all the money they need, they have the family, uh, what not, they wouldn't need to change because there's nothing to kind of reach for. But if a person is depressed, they have something to reach for. They have a happiness they want to reach for. They have this persona, this physique they want to reach for. Um, so that's something I was thinking about lately, and that's why I made the video. Um, so that's yeah, that's one of the things that I learned from depression, that it's not necessarily always bad, um, but at the end of it, you will become a stronger person. Um, and I think for me, it made me. Oh, sorry, were you gonna say something or?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So Yeah, I think it makes to some extent with obviously it depends from person to person, but for me personally it made me stronger. It made me more mature. It made me go towards this self-improvement journey because I wanted to improve myself. I saw I was in a place where I didn't want to be, and I started to change. Um, yeah, that's that's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Thanks for coming up.
Hey,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you, bro. Thank you for
Of
hosting
course,
this.
of course, of course. All right, let's get Eleni out. Okay, bro, I'm not even gonna try. Eleni Gam. Not even gonna try.
No, no, it's alright. Everyone struggles pronouncing my nickname. It's fine. I love this format, by the way. We had a truth circle at the end of the year, too. So, I learned a lot in this past 2 months, actually. Because
Yeah.
I started self-improvement in December, I think. So, I'm reading Psycho-Cybernetics right now, and I'm actually recognizing the self-image problem many people have.
Yeah.
Many people recognize themselves as their failures instead of their successes. And I did that too for a while. And when I changed that, I became a better person myself. I realized I can achieve more things.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And that's the main thing I learned.
Yeah, dude, that's yeah, maybe dude, I suffer from the same shit. I have to snap myself out of it and be like, yo, like I've overcome so much shit and be like, this is who I am, not really my failures don't define me, but the failures that I overcame define me, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Having a positive self-image helps you achieve stuff. So if you set a goal, you should think that you can achieve it beforehand, even before actually setting the goal.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Someone was asking to explain this part in detail. Well, I don't know what I need to explain in detail about this. You should go read the book, honestly.
Yeah, man.
I actually just started reading it. Yes, no, today. I
Nice,
am
dude.
about 20% into the book, so
Dude, I'm
and
happy for you.
yeah, I should finish it next week probably.
Nice, nice. All right, man. I appreciate you getting up here and sharing that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I
dude, have a
leave the
good
sport
one.
for someone else.
Keep reading it and let me know
Yeah,
how it
yeah.
goes. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. All right, let's get Syntax up here. Get up here, bro. Can you talk?
Yo, what up, bro?
What's up, bro? How's it
Bro,
going?
I'm really proud of you for coming back and actually getting back onto self-improvement, man. I'm really proud of you for
Oh,
that.
dude, I've been on. The difference is, I think a lot of people didn't realize it. I'm still on self improvement. Nothing's changed on the self improvement stuff, but the Discord, dude, like I haven't found time to be as active. But things are started to slowly settle down, and I'm good now. So yeah,
I'm happy for you, bro. It's good to have you
thank you,
back.
thank you.
Fucking honestly, you changed my life completely, man. First of all, the lectures, uh, I think you vouched for me to get Adonis as well. So like,
I
I don't
did.
even know where I'd be at without like your
Ah,
vouch
dude.
and the lectures and everything, bro. It's
Listen, man, it is nothing to do with me, bro. You put in the work, and now you're reaping the
appreciate you, bro.
rewards. There you
So,
go.
I mean, I've been listening, but like, what do you want me to say? Like, any lesson
What do
or who
you
I am
okay?
or
I'm gonna give you a different question. In the last 3 months, what is the main thing that you learned not just about yourself, but you had like kind of a revelation, and you're like, oh shit, I was doing this wrong.
I wouldn't say I learned one thing in specific. I feel like a lot of the lessons that I've learned and a lot of the things that's happened to me, the important lessons at least, have happened at the start of my journey. While right now it's just a lot of actually putting in the work and learning things. But
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard question, bro. I mean, it could be anything. Moment, Like I've had some specific moments where I've had some like some shit that I can't really share in here because of the audience. But there's also moments where I've been like, yo, like whether it be like you realize that someone is a fake friend or you fucking realize something about you. You have like epiphany. I don't know. I have them every once in a while, and if you don't, it's fine. I ask you something different.
I mean, I think while working out, I mean, I was kind of like this down mood recently while working out, and it's kind of been prolonged for this last week or so. I don't know if it's seasonal depression or it's just kind of like a quote unquote rut, as you would say. But I learned that you just have to push through. Like sometimes when
Yeah.
you're feeling down and when life is kind of difficult, it's just all about kind of pushing through the pain in a sense. Like
Yeah.
you have these periods of time where work is just tough. Like, you know, doing the little things, it feels almost impossible in a sense. And you really just gotta like force yourself through like those workouts where, you know, you can barely move, like you can't even do like the normal weights that you push normally, but like it's about just pushing through. I think that's the most important thing I learned.
Dude, I 100% agree. 100% agree. You gotta push through. It's as easy as it sounds, but you know, it's hard sometimes. You can make it easy, and I found ways to push through really anything when it's really hard, especially physical labor or stuff like that. Um, just be mindless. Like try to not focus on anything, and this can be achieved through meditation. At least for me. Um, whenever I'm working out now, like I fucking like I know a lot of people after they start lifting or whatever, they're like, oh, now I like it, and now all this. I still fucking hate it, but I will always do it. And I will keep doing it until I get to where I want to be. But I still hate it, and what helps me get through it is not even thinking about weights, not even thinking about anything else. It's being mindless. It's just literally like okay, this is hard to explain because for those who don't meditate, it sounds like I'm speaking gibberish, but when you can just not think about anything and just snap into a state where it's kind of like meditation and it's kind of like you just track the thoughts in your brain and like it's like you're an outside observer. You can do it. For me at least, I can do anything, like whether it's fucking having an uncomfortable conversation or you know doing weights. Like that's my advice on that. I don't know if that really makes sense, but to me it does. So if you have any
Definitely makes
questions on
sense,
that,
man.
let me know. But
That's all
yeah,
I
bro,
had to say.
it's all
Honestly,
good.
keep killing it, bro.
Yeah. All right, word, dude. I appreciate you coming up here.
Show, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're an OG.
Easy,
Let's
bro.
keep doing it. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more people in here, and then I gotta run to the gym. So yeah, maybe why you hate it is you're mindlessly doing. You know, I hate it because the way it makes me feel, like during it, and I'm a very it's just I've been plagued with being dramatic, I guess. So that's why I hate it. But I think I'll get better. Hit me up, bro. I'm ready. All right, 7. 7. Where you at? Yo,
Yo.
why's your name 7?
Why is my name Seven? I was born on the 7th of July.
Ah,
That is
got
why, yeah. And it kind of just stuck, to be honest, bro. Yeah,
7.
short and sweet. But yeah, great lecture so far, man. I've really been enjoying it. Yeah,
Thank
listening to
you.
everyone's stories.
Thank
Great to
you.
have you back, bro. I mean, I don't think when I joined the server recently, I joined about 3 months ago. I didn't really see you much in here, but it's nice to see that you're back, bro.
Yeah. No, it's been a minute.
But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about um my YouTube that has absolutely exploded in the last week. Like last week, I was at 350 subs, and today I hit 1.6k. I'm fucking shocked. But honestly, it has really cemented the idea in my head that seriously, like if you're pursuing anything, honestly, you can't give up. I've literally made videos in the past where I've spent an entire day being out recording, and I would spend the next 2 days editing, literally like 6 hours each day. I'm not even taking the piss, and
Hell yeah.
I post it, and it doesn't even get 80 views. Literally, I'm like, bruh, I put all this effort in, and that's what happens. And that's what can happen sometimes. You put in so much work, and it doesn't really go where you want it to go. And it isn't necessarily your fault. I think what's really important is Hamza loves reiterating the point. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. And I think that's completely true. But also, right? Also, what I think is really crucial that I don't feel like people have honed in on is make sure that with that hard work, you're focusing on the right things. Take some of that energy that you use on the hard work and just take a step back and be like, is this video, is this idea, is this business, is this really something that I can take all the way? Having that little step back and just evaluating what you're putting your energy into, because I've put energy into ideas that I thought would do amazing, but now that I look at it, it wasn't really it. It wasn't it, and I spent hours and hours on it, and guess what? Nothing really happened. It's kind of how it is. And then I see one gap in the market. I see no one's done a good Hamza impression. Like no one's done it well. I'm like, why don't I do it? So literally, I spent the next 2 days scripting, recording, editing, re-recording the scenes. I bought a fucking robe for this video. Like I literally bought a robe. I wanted to be like the best ever. I wanted this to be like when people think of a Hamza impression, I want them to think of this video. Oh, that's the guy that fucking killed it. That is the visualization that I literally sat down, I closed my eyes, and I was thinking,
Is my
is that my channel?
Yeah,
Is that my
channel?
Yeah, that was my most recent video. I was just thinking, I want to make this the best impression ever. I don't really do impression. I've never done an impression before, like a video. I was like, let me just see. Like, if I just sit down, I visualize, I plan it, I put the effort in the right things, I try to get the little references in there. What can I do? And I wrote the script. I probably recorded it like 3 times before I got it right. Like, I've recorded it a lot. It just, like, the takes weren't that good. But literally, you keep going with it. I spent literally all day editing. And literally, that's, and it exploded. And then all the rest of my channel has really
Hell yeah.
improved for it, literally. But
Oh, I
honestly, if
love it,
any of
dude.
you guys are trying YouTube, I think for any aspiring creators out there, a lot of people are now doing self-improvement YouTubers, right? YouTube videos, right? I'm sure tons of people in here are doing that, right? At least from what I've learned, is quantity is important. A lot of YouTubers really advocate like quantity of videos, right? But I feel that only is important when the quality is already there. Like you should only be posting lots of videos if each proper, like, okay, shorts are different, but each decent video, each video that you make is of a good quality. If the quality doesn't drop and you can make more, than fine. But if the quality is dropping, I don't think you should do that. So if anyone's like trying to do YouTube right now, I personally think quality is important first, and then if you can churn out more, then do so. But it shouldn't suffer. But yeah,
Of course.
at the end of the day, it's like anything, right? You may not see the results first. Like you go to the gym for a couple of months, you may not see the results first, right? It's all about delayed gratification. At the end of the day, like this is the same shit. This is the same shit that, like, this isn't anything new. You got everyone in this lecture knows this, right? I'm not saying anything new. At the end of the day, like, you guys can all listen to this lecture, but it doesn't fucking matter if you don't go do anything with it. It does not matter. So take the advice that you're hearing from everyone today and implement it, because that's what's actually going to give you the results. Because you can go watch a million Hamza videos and your life won't change, right? You can listen to all the lectures in here and your life won't change. Think about what you're actually going to implement and, make the change. Level up, truly. But yeah, great shit in here. Myles.
No, you're right, dude. You're right. I gotta watch your videos after.
Yeah, I'll link my channel in the lecture chat if you guys want to see it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. You guys all know what you need to do. I mean, you have the knowledge now. I feel like everyone in here knows the habits and stuff that they could do to get to the next level. but are you doing them? Are you not doing them? That's the question. And if you're not, well then you don't need to watch any more videos. You just gotta go do it. Like
Facts.
I met my other YouTuber today. I met a friend today. His name is Cavs. He's got like 1K on YouTube. I'll link his channel as well. And we're gonna probably do a collab. And literally, like he could. I'm surprised. He usually comes and listens to his lectures, right? But he's already asleep. He's already asleep. He doesn't give a fuck. I was like, bro, I gotta get my sleep, and I'm gonna wake up early. I fucking respect him so much, right? And he's like a prime example of, he's a prime example of, okay, I could listen to more content, but I already know what I need to do. I'll link his channel here as well if you guys want to check him out, because we're gonna do a collab. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. You guys know what you need to do. Just fucking start if you haven't already, and if you have started, keep going. That's it.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. Appreciate you coming up.
Take it easy, bro. Thank you.
Have a good one. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. One more. Let's see. Who's in here? Who's in here? Bring me in, coach. You got it, Aiden. All right, Aiden's gonna be my last one. And then, if anyone else wants to continue it, they can.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, man?
Dude, I am doing fucking fantastic, man. I'm so glad. Actually, I joined this late, unfortunately, and I was like, oh, I doubt I'm gonna get the opportunity to speak, and here the fuck I am. So, the Truth Circle. Honestly, I think this is a great idea, and I'm really glad that you did it. I only think we've spoken maybe once before, so I really didn't get to know you that well, to be honest. I know there's a lot of history behind it and a lot of shit going on for you, but as a lot of people are, I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad you're here in the community. It's really important for a lot of people to have really great examples. So I'm glad that you can be one of those people for a lot of beginners and people coming.
Appreciate you, boss.
So what should I just give my story? What would you like me to?
Yeah, man.
What
Just
would you like to do?
say whatever's on your mind, bro. Like, speak your truths, whatever those are, and yeah, enlighten us.
All right, man. Well, I heard you saying, and I heard you saying about how you hate exercising, you hate working out, right?
Well, I
And
hate
how it
lifting
makes you-
weights.
You
Like
hate
the
you hate
actual lift
lifting
weight
weights.
part. Yeah.
Now, when I heard that, I could relate back to before when I hated doing things that made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
As a lot of us, we were stuck with this certainty and comfort and just sitting back, eating chips, watching Netflix, doing really bad shit for us. And I realized when you get yourself out of that situation, when you get yourself into a point where you're doing uncomfortable things, you have to realize why you're doing it.
100% agree.
100%, right?
I 100% agree, and I think I phrased it wrong. Like, I hate it. I hate. It's okay. Like you guys. I'm not even gonna. Said, but what I didn't get to say is, I love the way it makes me feel after. I love the way that I'm proud of myself afterwards. Because I tend to find myself in positions where I am too comfortable. I need constant reminders. I fucking, like a year ago, not a year, like a few, I'd say like 6-7 months ago, I got a tattoo on my fucking forearm that I read every day that says "There's beauty in the struggle," for the exact reason. So I don't think I really emphasized it well. I'm not saying, oh, I don't do weights and I fucking hate it. No, I'll do them, but I still will hate them because I don't know. I'm a little pussy boy.
All right, well, I see that, and honestly, I realize that what a lot of people are doing here, which I obviously, it's something I still do to this day, but we just talk down on ourselves, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the times, for example, you just called yourself a pussy.
Yeah, but
And-
that's we gotta be humble.
Yeah, and it's good to be humble. No, don't get me wrong. It's great to be humble because when you're humble and you accept that you have imperfections and you've made
Exactly.
mistakes and you fall into the
Sure.
ground. When you accept that, you can get back up. When you
Yeah.
can accept that, you can get back up and go again, go into round 2 and round 3
Agree.
and round 4 until you win, right? So I realized after just, I guess, experiences and maybe reading and listening to a lot of people, a big thing we do is just talk down on ourselves, and whether it feels good or bad, what it does is it actually prevents us from reaching our goals a lot more, because our subconscious mind, every time we say, oh, I can't do it, right, your brain automatically thinks you can't do it, gives yourself reasons why you can't do it. If you say, I feel too tired to go to the gym, your brain will tell you why you can't go to the gym. Your brain will just do it automatically without you even realizing, just because you said it. Like most people say, oh, I hate school. If you say you hate school, your brain is going to give you reasons why. And you cannot do that. If you say you hate lifting, your brain is going to tell you why you hate lifting. If you tell yourself, well, I love lifting, and you said it yourself, you love lifting because it makes you feel great at the end. You know that you're, improving your body, you're improving your health, all of that. So I want people to switch their words, switch their language from I hate this to I love this, or I like this, I enjoy this. Now let's say, I'll give an example. I used to have hot showers, and I love hot showers. I love them so much. And then I started cold showers. And now I love cold showers more than I love hot showers. Why? Because I realize the small things that it does for me. I realize the benefit it gives me, kind of like delayed gratification in a way. What it does for me at the end of the day, at the end of, the shower, is so much more important to me than, relaxing in that nice hot shower. Because if I feel alive, if I feel energized in the morning and I can get on with my day, be productive, hit that great workout, talk to people, just feel uncomfortable, that's what I want. And I love that. Absolutely. That's why, like, for me, I get up every single morning, regardless if I feel like shit, if I feel like, oh my gosh, like I have to go to school today or I have a project, who gives a shit? Take that cold shower. Right? Building that discipline and realizing I love it, right? Most people, right, they go into a cold shower or they go into a lot of situations and they say, I hate this, but I'm going to do it anyways. If you say you hate it, you're just not going to enjoy it after. You might not enjoy it as much after. But if you say, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest, I'm going to enjoy every single moment of it, guess what? You will. You will find ways and your brain will tell you why you enjoy it. If you say, today was a horrible day, your brain is going to tell you all the reasons why it was a horrible day, even if only one bad thing happened. But if you tell yourself, today was a great day, today was a fantastic day, today was an incredible day, your brain is going to reinforce that. So reinforce that into your mind. Tell yourself, even if you feel like, you know what, today was a day of struggles and stuff, but I still feel great. I still feel happy. I still feel proud in the progress I've made. I think that is what's going to help a lot of people. I think that would really change the game.
But you got to realize that the way you're talking, the way you're speaking, that isn't built overnight. And you have to approach self-improvement and everything in terms of, okay, what is actually something I can do every day to build up to having discipline like that. Discipline is a level. So yeah, I agree. And dude, you sound a lot more fucking disciplined than I am right now. I'm being real. So you definitely have a lot more to talk about on that, and I fucking.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll go to what you just said. Because I believe everyone can start adding discipline with small ways, or they can change their language. Small ways.
All the time.
One thing I do, I believe you talked about this before, and everyone here talked about it, but they just don't know they don't know the definition for it. I call it the reason why, or your why. Why do you get up every day and want to improve? Why do you get up every single day and want to grow? Right? For a lot of us, it's because we look at our past and we don't like what we see. We look in the mirror and we don't like what we see, and that's why we push forward. Or, they're surrounded by people that, bring negativity towards them, or people make fun of them, people laugh at them, and they don't like that. They want to grow. They want to grow out of that. They want to change, right? So whatever that reason why, whatever that is, that becomes your discipline. That you don't need motivation for that. That comes from within you, and if you can remind yourself every single day I think that just becomes your motivation. One thing I do is I have it on my calendar. I have it as a sticky note. I have it as a piece of paper. I have it as my wallpaper. Everywhere I can put it, I ask myself, what is your why? That's all I have written down. And whenever I look at that, it literally like plays through my head why I want to be successful. Like I could say one of the reasons why is so I can get the body I truly want, so I can feel extremely confident, so I can walk around and feel healthy, so I can feel strong, so I can feel good about myself. Another why is so I can, travel the fucking world, man. So I can help people around me, so I can serve, right? That, all of us have that why, right? All of us have that why. It's different for every single person, but you have to tell your brain why. Because if you don't tell your brain why, then eventually you're going to stop doing all these good things you're doing. You're going to stop meditating because you're going to be like, well, why the heck do I just sit around and stare at the wall for 10 minutes? Or, why am I taking a cold shower? This shit sucks. If you don't remind yourself, I feel like a lot of people start to get, deterred, and they start to feel unmotivated and kind of exhausted and burnt out. So a big thing that you can do, which is it seems like such a small thing you can do, but it has such a massive change. Such a massive change is just reminding yourself why you started the journey. Just reminding yourself. I think that could help everyone. I try doing it as much as possible, and honestly, that's a big thing that helps me. It really does. So I can cut off me too.
No, dude, you're chilling, bro. You're fucking you're preaching, bro. I love it. You're
Okay.
holy shit. Someone give this man Adonis. Holy fuck.
No,
But
you're tripping, bro. You're tripping. No,
yeah, man, dude, I appreciate it, dude. Stay up here. I do have
Okay.
to run to the gym in a little bit, but we're gonna continue this going though. We're gonna keep going, and I'm gonna get fucking I'm gonna get Syntax up here in Victory. And they're gonna
yes,
continue.
sir.
this shit.
Syntax. Hey.
Yo.
Victory, get up here.
Where's
you
my
going
boy?
to sleep?
Where's my boy?
He's up.
Oh, he's up here.
All right, word. I just want to say some final shit before I go. Yeah, I appreciate every one of you guys for taking the time out of your day to, listen to me speak, listen to everyone's stories. I think there's a lot to learn, and I think there's a lot of empathy that we can feel and we can express towards each other, and being vulnerable and sharing our weaknesses, we can really achieve some great fucking things, and we can really have some memories. So just want to leave you guys with that. Fucking love you guys. I'll be back soon. I'll run a lecture again sometime soon, but in the meanwhile, just listen to these guys. They
Big
have a lot to say.
fucking Miles in the chat, bro. Throw up
Yeah,
Adonises, bro.
seriously,
Throw up
seriously.
Adonises right now, bro. Throw them
What a
up.
fucking goat, man. Seriously, what a goat.
I appreciate it. All right, take care, guys.
Love you, G.
All right.